Not really making any decisions just yet. Still inside that rope room. Now the spot out that wall should be going down here momentarily, but B-Dog still waiting on it. Very disciplined here from LG. They do send some of the cavalry, the reinforcements out towards A, but things are looking normal. And now they look to take the B heaven areas. Mata forced to use the paint shells early up on the ropes as B-Dog and Mata picks up 2 huge kills. And 100 Thieves, again, they're running out of time. The hit is here on the B site, and they need to pick up the pieces. But Mata won't allow it. Now it's Hiko and 16 HP as the last one standing. And I mean, the clutch god surely couldn't do it.
Forward, you also have a cam for initial contact. And then that kind of swing player of Dazzle kind of working between both the ramps and out towards mid, depending on where he needed, gets activated. And here, he'll find some good information off the dog. 30 seconds left. 100 Thieves are going to be forced out in towards this A site. And there's a grab well awaiting them.
The cam's so good, so playing this heaven split, it's going to be noted almost immediately, and while it's right into the welcome arms of the LG defense as they find themselves the prime gaming flawless here in the anti-eco. Good to spot that one out, and they do back away from it for now. That is such a strong anti-eco, not anti-eco, but when you're on this bonus round, right? That strategy to get some early kills. And speaking of, it's Dazzle to do it again. It was early information in the last round. This time he picks up a couple for himself, and the paint shells almost scoop up the kill onto Bang, who, mind you, has gotten himself the Seeker. So this around the world that they've played the last couple of rounds, nets a few alt orbs. Now some extra information. jcstani creeping inside the vents, able to pick up one, backs away, now looks to go back to it, and Bang, 9 HP is playing it perfectly. Just using the guiding lights for information as a star goes down. B-Dog, oh, the timing just escapes him. Surely Bang goes down here. Ethan might as well, and no, B-Dog privy to what could be the push onto the site. Bang will finally fall, and Ethan stuck in the 1v2. The spike is planted, and Ethan's got the shots. It's the round, and the Red Bull clutch to 100 Thieves. Gets something nice and early, and a lot of noise out towards A. Again, 5 rounds in, we're seeing LG's discipline. They're making sure that they're not giving up too much space elsewhere. They still have control of B heaven and that mid area. And now that they know everybody's here, I would imagine we start to see those rotations come through. B-Dog picks up 1, picks up 2. Dazzle is there for the 3rd, and oh man, I mean, just flawless in the title. Put flawless.
Luminosity. In this hold, all they've really used is the Roomba for Mata. So on this execute, everyone is healthy. Everyone has util, and it's just the right position for Moose with the trades. They're excellent. Ethan up top finds a shot with the tour de force. So site is compromised, and there's a Viper's pit for Hiko in the post. What's awesome about this setup is that Ethan still holds heaven. If that pit drops, there's still a defense elsewhere, but the retake, it's swift.
That it is, and well, it's a rocket launcher inside the pit, which means up close and personal, that thing can usually find a kill, but it goes wide. Hiko will finally fall, and the wall is up, so your defense is up inside heaven. I mean, it's completely crumbled. And jcstani now needs to try and find a way to clutch out the round, but Tig will grab 4 on it, and the retake is beautiful. Too much damage and find frags. This time it's a different look, though. A split out towards B. Everybody's here. Moose all by his lonesome. He's hanging out. Wall goes up and, I mean, makes it hard to push on through. They're going to do it with the flash. Dazzle. Trailblazer up into heaven. The dash onto the site and the backstab is there as Mata will find 2. Asuna falls to the hands of Tig. And nobody clears out B-Dog in this corner. The last one standing is jcstani, and he's headed for the hills, me.
Dazzle, and he's taken down 2. Moose has to do this alone, and he can only grab 1. This was an eco round, and it's all falling apart. B-Dog will try and make a stand, and he's successful for 1, but the damage was done, and the site is lost.
The site lost. B-Dog forced away, uses the heal, but unfortunately won't come back the healthiest as Ethan looks to take the first fight. It doesn't go his way, and Tig is ready for him on the other side. And Bang again. Low HP on the sky. Has to avoid everything.
He's making a play.
Stand next to a wall.
Look over towards vents. Check the timing on this. Sure, the resurrection is coming through, but that should confirm information to Bang that everyone is over towards the ramp. Time is already so far ticked, but the Seekers, they're crucial. Bang is isolated. They know where he is, and he's been smoked off from his team.
That he has. Cues up a flash with the nebulous smoke. Unable to get one through it all as Dazzle now looking to stick to defuse. B-Dog the next up to the plate, and the spike is halfway. Dazzle gonna tap back on as jcstani tries to clutch things out. And John to Bang. But the site, it's been opened up.
This is the change of pace I was wanting for 100 Thieves, but what makes this round different is how they're set up in the post. Previously, they've had a big emphasis over towards the late round control up towards heaven. This time, not so much. 2 players postured in main that will look to cut rotations, buy time for Hiko's ult to be poking in towards the late round. For Luminosity, this is a matter of contending with the players holding the flank, and that pressure it's on Pig, who's already given away his position and only goes 1 for 1.
I mean, he reeled it back in, but that could have gone horrible. And, well, speaking of horrible, Hiko the first to fall inside the molly. Moose will go down, and the kills are going back and forth as the blast pack try to keep Asuna at bay, and they do so successfully. Now the fight to continue on forward as Ethan pulls out the classic, picks up 3 on the round, but the spike is halfway. Dazzle hops off, finds the frag and the defuse. And it's another round in the win column for LG. Ethan's position noted. But do they know it's Ethan? Do they know it's the tour de force? The paint shells to force him back, and the clock is just ticking down. Hiko, though, with the Bulldog, able to take a bite out of Dazzle, and B-Dog falls as well. The rotations through mid are perfect. 100 Thieves just buying their time to see which site they can finally get some value and make an effort towards. And, well, they do it out towards the A site. Unfortunately, both showstoppers used. They don't find too much. What? Yes, they do. Asuna finds Moose just outside the defender-sided spawn, and the ults were all they needed here. As 100 Thieves have done
Of Luminosity, they'll try and expedite up towards heaven, and they claim that space, but it's a man disadvantage, and time is whittling away.
Just under a minute now. Moose trades that one back, so that Asuna kill eventually doesn't go unanswered. It's 1 for 1, and look at 100 Thieves. The difference in the defense from 100 Thieves, and maybe this is their reactive playstyle where they like to bounce around, but at this point in the game, LG, they wouldn't budge. Maybe they had one person kind of playing that flex across both maps. But 100 Thieves, they were all out towards their spawn, looking to play rotation together, and they're here, sure, for the fight, but are they ready for it? Oh, bang, able to bail out Ethan for just a second, but the team is falling down all around him. And it's jcstani to try and clutch things up. A 1v3 here in the pistol round, but his knife is out. The heal is on, and Mata will close out the pistol. To see something looking like the neighbor from Home Improvement, and he didn't find Tim the Toolman Taylor on the other side. Unfortunately, he found a very aggressive jcstani. But the flash out towards mid at the start of the round, right? We expect that. So what does that actually do for 100 Thieves who are continuing to find these kills? The bonus round is what they won in the last.
No way.
Being able to find the next as the wall goes up. He will pick up another on the opposite side. And it's a near flawless in response from 100 Thieves. It does get broken, but no signs of movement just yet here from 100 Thieves. They're still holding their ground. They're expecting to play elsewhere. Now the stars come down to the bodies. Well, they're going to follow those stars. Dropping onto the floor is Bang with 4 on the round. He found the initial. And he wants to grab himself the ace. He's got 1 bullet left, and it's a low armor. Bang will do it. The ace for 100 Thieves.
Spikes on the floor. It's information. The rotates come not yet. So these 2 players alone, isolated, but the utility is buying time. Mata will charge forward. It's 10 seconds on this clock, and it's Asuna to stand strong. The wall. Oh, it gets wonky, but up above. 1 falls. 8 seconds. Where's the spike? It has to be held now, and no one is able to stop Mata. So now 100 Thieves playing into this retake, but they start strong. Ethan to fell Moose. The trade is swift, and that was Hiko. Isolated, alone out towards the site. Now it's a split. Towards Heaven is Stani. He's the man unknown in this, but Ethan's been spotted. Luminosity, they're playing as a duo, but it's an isolated man. Tig finds the duel. It's a third, a double swing forward, and Mata is shut down. Map point secured for Luminosity.
We see the Trailblazer. It's queued up. A push through the cyber cage. No, nobody quite yet spotted. Guiding light, but the shot will still land. The spike has fallen. I don't believe that one was noted. And Ethan, he's not moving. He plants his feet. He finds 3. Hiko will scoop one up through the poison cloud. And as the smokes subside, 100 Thieves, they fight back with the Prime Gaming flaw. G, though, they're strong being a player down. They do find a way to fight their way back in. And we'll see if that's going to be the case. Asuna holding the high ground. Picks up the first up on top of the wall. No, Moose will eventually meet his doom. I don't think he was expecting to be forced up like that. And, well, Asuna, to punish the squad, cuts it down to just 2 remaining. It's a classic. It's a phantom. It's Mata. It's B-Dog. And it's seeming to be 100 Thieves round unless Mata can go huge here.
Oh, B-Dog's already shut down. Asuna will be there quick on the trade. 4K.
And at the end of the day, it forces LG to the opposite site. There's 2 players ready and waiting. There's a showstopper to try and open up this site. And Hiko just playing around the outside, but he's taken down by B-Dog. Moose unfortunately will fall for 100 Thieves, but Asuna meets his maker in Tig as well, and unfortunately things aren't going too swimmingly here for the Thieves. Ethan gonna have to work through this wall. It's a player down on the retake. Make it two as Bang has fallen. Ethan and jcstani need to go huge, and Ethan's good for one.
But there's a res. An immediate reply. Moose is back up, sure. Down comes this wall, but options are limited, and Stani, he's opening doors back on up. 3v2 now, but Dazzle, he's on an off angle. Surely he doesn't get checked. Now he's giving away the game. Drops down. The sound will elude him as Moose fights on the other side. Stani, he has to do this alone. 1v2 now. The wall working against him. He'll attempt to charge on through, but it's all for naught. 13.
The Cypher for quite a bit, but there's so much trust again. This Viper to play all by his lonesome. Now Mata and the rest of the squad have since crept up, and Bang strikes back to even the odds. It's taking to go down to one of the controllers to fall. Now you only have this Viper util, and it's not good enough. It will not force jcstani away. The spike has fallen. The bodies have dropped, and LG at a 2-player disadvantage.
What a massive reply to find. Individual performance out of Bang there, and another step up from his teammate above, giving him the space to get away and finding some frags as well. So now the pressure is squarely with bdog. Healthiest man alive. He still has utility to work with in way of the rendezvous, but he has a fight. It's isolated, but he cannot win it. Another crisp shot for Stani, and now a 1 HP Moose will have to work against 4.
30 seconds left.
Not going to be enough. jcstani single-handedly clawing slow. At this point, LG could look to play elsewhere around the map after drawing over these rotations, but it will not be the case as Ethan once more, a little bit later in the round, tries to fight for this free extremity and unfortunately loses it. But on the site, jcstani does it again. With 33 health, he has one more player to worry about. It's Dazzle, who will finally trade that kill back, and Bang plays off the flashes beautifully to go 1 for 1. This time, 100 Thieves. A player the lead, but that player is Dazzle. Asuna and Hiko need to try and find their way back into this one. Wall subsides. Utility not here either. Rolling Thunder used, and okay, here we go. No way! Dazzle was re-equipping his weapon in Asuna. To be able to spot out the chamber. Takes a headshot, though. Will eventually fall in bdog. No way, Jose. I might be getting a little too excited for this, but there is absolutely no shot LG win this round, Mimi. It's not allowed.
Surely not, right? Hiko still has his ult up, and the time is working against them. The 1 HP, the K won't matter either way. It's up to a fight. Hiko, can he get this done? He's isolated. He dies. This round might just be over, but it's a matter. He has something to fight back in. Wall goes up. There's a smoke to creep forward.
Yeah, but he's on the wrong side, and he's about to meet the tour de force on the other. You see bdog holding his stairs, and oh, look at Dazzle.
It's so big out of Dazzle.
Creep
So much
has
information.
So much here. Knows that he's on the opposite
And he
side
has
of
the
the wall. If
aftershocking
anything,
towards the late round, too. He can deny onto the spike.
falling apart. It's falling apart. jcstani, he put
No
the wall
way!
down, but I don't think he has the time. He's found the frags, but the round will go the way of LG. The clock.
Towards A. They know that someone is likely up top over towards the drop. They don't know if it's 1 or 2, but the Viper utility gives reason to pause. Now it's falling down, but it's a one-way. Well set up there for Hiko. This drop position is pivotal, and the next player somehow not ready for it. bdog does trade, but Spike's on the ground, and Ethan is still here. The operator needs to hold on to this one, needs to buy time, and Moose wants to buy space, but his purchase fails. Rejected. Bang fights him back, so now a man disadvantage, but Tig positioned to make a play here. When does he time the swing? A man in astral form just around the corner, but he's whiffing. Has to fall, still healthy, and this one is down below. The op will hold, and the timing is right. Bang to fall. A heroic effort, and Ethan actually gets out the teammates. They're both isolated from each other, and 100 Thieves, they each win their respective fight and claim the round.
Tig, you won the duel last time, but up close and personal, that's a scary place to be, and he might just get backstabbed.
Timing. Oh, this gets weird. Ethan turns, he's stunned. Down he falls, but Asuna had worked his way through this entire time. The flank comes to fruition. Is this the go call or the Luminosity cancel? They have to make that decision quickly because the pinch is an issue. Well, for either side, midair, neither connect. No, Asuna still has one up!
What?
And his goes massive, a double kill off the rocket, and Stani to finish. 100 Thieves grab their 7th. Done because the space behind him is lost. The smoke is soon to fade within the nebula. He'll play, but he's stunned. Midair launched into the arms of Mata. He'll greet him warmly, but the trades they're better. 100 Thieves fighting back on in through the cosmic divide. It's bdog. Chaos Sound dampened, no one can see, no one can hear, and unknowing our 100 Thieves as the spike will be planted, a retake required, and only 2 players left to do it.
And Aftershock just a second too late as that spike went down in the Viper's pit just to be able to creep forward. But you have to fight out of it. You have to push towards the other side. And Dazzle going to be waiting for you here as the shots don't land. He's still incredibly healthy. E-Dog with a headhunter. Flash goes out, but it doesn't get Dazzle. Now Hiko forced to go fishing inside the swamp that is the Viper's pit. He has to find 3 kills and get on the spike. And he has to do it right now. The up shot doesn't land. Needs to go back to it, but he's running out of time. If he taps, he's got to go half. He is going to tap, but Moose...
I think we're trying to bait out to see if someone would flank, commit to that rotation, but that hasn't happened. And Tig now is here alone. Time is limited, but he has a Nebula to play around. Even going 1-for-1 here is good enough because he has support.
Whoa, oh my goodness, Tig's going to find 2, forced to reload, and the right clicks will eventually land. But like you said, Tig has support, and jcstani has none. It was electric on the B site. It seems the call might just be that as he drops down onto the site, and the crossfire's there. He's got to go the other direction, Mimi.
30 seconds left.
He has found himself an angle. Moment of respite, time to hold on to, but Luminosity is comfortable holding. Oh, wait, 20 seconds, that's all that's left, and with every passing moment, a rotation towards B becomes less and less likely. Timing is an issue on this one. It's a mad dash. Will he make it? 5 seconds to get that spike in towards the floor. It's going to be close, but I think he just has it. We'll get the spike on down. So post-plant established. Rendezvous coming back up in 10 seconds. That means he has an opportunity to get aggressive, have a get-out-of-jail-free card, and the way Luminosity is approaching it, it's 1 by 1. They're separated. He has a dual isolated here onto Dazzler if the timing is right, and he'll win it. So now a 1v1. B-Dog on the other side of the map. A rendezvous to work off of for Ethan.
And B-Dog took the trap down. So Ethan knows exactly where B-Dog is. He might have clawed their way back into this one, and he's done just...
Underpass and arcade because the trademark is rather deep for Ethan, but plenty of time to do so. Still, though, there's an operator here. It's that off angle I mentioned earlier, still yet to be tested in any regard.
30 seconds left.
And Bang Rolling Thunder, I think, is going to be that go switch. He's pushing underneath. There it goes. But unfortunately, B-Dog, he doesn't get tagged by it. He's unaffected and unfazed by the players pushing onto the side. He picks up 2. He drops away. Has yet to use the rendezvous. And that spike, it's yet to be planted. Now it's fallen. The showstopper over the top inside the corner as Ethan and Bang tries to fight his way out. But Mata says no, and LG find their A. They want to plant their feet. They don't want to give it up. But 100 Thieves, for whatever reason, they just will re-hit that site, even when we're not expecting it. And speaking of hits, Tig through the smoke finds Hiko and puts numbers in favor of LG.
Spike planted.
As they've rotated back towards B site. They've got the spike planted. Now they have to hold down. You have to stop the bleeding. You cannot allow this round to continue to get out of hand.
Is Luminosity just going to play for damage in this one? There's a chance at that, right? They have angles. They know where 3 out of 3 of these players are. And they have a flank coming through. They can isolate this. But the thing is, Moose's position. He should be able to grab a rifle. He's the healthiest man left alive. If there was ever a chance to make something of the round, it's on Moose. He's giving it away.
That's out Stani. Yeah, Bang. Just around the corner. Able to find the kill. Stani closes out the round. 3 on it to find 100 Thieves. Lots of Boombot up and over the top. It lets you know that maybe somebody is trying to garner this space out this way. There's an orb to be retrieved, but nobody really wants it. Flash queued up. And no way. No way. They're just going to peek dry, and Bang will fall. Asuna is there to trade it back onto Moose, but B-Dog still has the op. Still out towards the safe side. He's going to try and shut down the showstopper. Through the wall he'll go. He's trying to dance around it, and the grab well's perfect. Asuna somehow finds a way to sneak away, but he's answered right back as Mata uses a showstopper of his own. Here comes the rolling thunder through the pit. It doesn't matter. LG will push, but Hiko is unfazed by this. And jcstani is standing and banging underneath. It's Hiko for...
Slightly re-clears, but doesn't spot either player, so no one should have any idea about this flank. And Bang, he's under all the pressure here, but stands for the first.
And not bad. Event play. Only going to be Asuna, and they're ready for it, but he still finds the kill. Dazzle falls. And the player advantage swings back the way of 100 Thieves as Asuna fishes through the wall, and he gets one of the biggest catches he could have hoped for. It's Mata taken down. Now Moose, who's crept up onto the site, will fall to those same hands of Asuna. and jcstani will close out the round. It's the pistol to 100 Thieves. Okay, takes quite a bit of damage. Moose retrieved the one Marshall bought up by B-Dog, who's since fallen. And okay, this is why they didn't buy him. They don't need him. Tig picks up 2 huge kills with the Sheriff. Now looks for more, but he might be biting off more than he could chew. Ethan, I believe, had spotted him. The poison cloud to allow for a safe escape, and the recon bolt gets taken down. 4 still stand, and it's not that bad in way of weaponry for LG.
No, not at all. This round is on Hiko. Look how isolated he is. His teammates are a world away, and there's very little information right now. There's equal opportunity that this could be a rotate back towards B or towards A. The drone, how close does it get? He hears it now. He's aware. Hiko's under the pressure.
A good timing from Hiko. He gets a snake bite out, so he buys a bit more time for himself, and nobody's ready here. The drone doesn't clear him, and Hiko
1
picks
HP.
up 3. He backs away from the decay, and Tig now needs to try and fight his way out of this. He's got 3 on the round and can't control the spray for 500 Thieves.
Set up for an A split in this one, and Bang will likely be dissuaded by that early piece of KO utility.
Oh man, that would have been huge if Bang picked one up with the Ghost. Unfortunately, not able to do so, but the rifles, they're just so good. They trade the kills back. A 3v3 is where we land as that spike gets planted out towards the A site, and Tig continues to frag. Map 1, he went huge. Map 3, he's looking to do the same. Nice shot start on Damada. Okay, he's gonna go down. It only took 1 from Ethan, and the odds are even once more. They look to fight on to this site. jcstani trying to push forward. Tig will be answered, and now it's a 1v1. It's a Sova v Sova. And the time is on the side of LG. Heaps of damage dealt thus far. Recon Bolt gonna get destroyed. Shock Dart sent out. Good chip damage onto Ethan. He hops back to it. And that Shock Dart will not find the execute, but the Vandal will. And LG will find their first.
Well, it's damn close in this.
Hiko hoping to deny. Picked up a 3K earlier and holding down this site, and well, he finds himself a headshot, needs to back away. 6 HP. It feels horrible as the fragment goes out to try and stop a rotation. Now it's over the top goes B-Dog, and he wasn't vulnerable. The phantom shots don't find the frag. Now a Shock Dart looking to deny, and jcstani good for the denial of 1. Ethan battles back for another. Now it's the 6 HP Viper who needs to find 2 more on the round, and somehow he's got himself in a 1v1 situation, but again, the clock in favor. He's got low health, almost no health, and Hiko gets it done.
The Clutch King reclaims his throne. Oh my lord, Hiko. It was a slow start to him in these groups. I remember in their second match, 0-5 in the clutches, but when it matters most.
There to fish him out, unless Asuna wants to go hunting, was expecting Mata to try and creep out early. And speaking of creeping, up towards mid goes the Moose, tiptoeing through mid doors. This round, they shouldn't be able to find too much. B-Dog, the knives get silenced, and Hiko does it again. 3 kills on the site. The pit has fallen, and he's going to start working back towards it already. A couple of kills swing the way of the Viper, and now Mata has to battle back for 5 with just a Marshall damage. Now the name of the game. How much can he find?
Double dip with limited risk. The flash, fantastic, but his information still. Repositioning, holding close on the angle, damage done, TP away, and Bang still close in the corner. The stall has been fantastic. 100 have already rotated in, but B-Dog starts strong. Into the site they go, and a plant for Dazzle.
Spike planted.
Same spot to try and play for main. Also a spot where we might see Moose wrap out towards mid and look to find the kills through the pipe. Not going to be the case just yet as they're forced to plant their feet here onto the A site. And Moose, speaking of, able to find the kills. Playing that brick position, and a 3v3. The tough one thus far as the shots just refused to land for 100 Thieves. Now the flank comes through in that same headshot angle for Hiko, and he wins the fight. Now Moose has to get it done. At the very least, Moose just has to buy some time. Picks up the first, swings for the next, and Moose has done it. The Red Bull clutch.
Massive clutch to come on through from multiple angles. You can jump through this. Go up high, go outside by the single box. Other things will have to concede. Off of it, Hiko tries to fight. Maybe a bit misguided in that one because he'll fall. B-Dog doubles down on these entries, and he's found 3. Massive out of this Jet player, leaving 100 Thieves down to just 2. It would have to be another big clutch round, another massive retake, but the Viper's pit makes it feel so unlikely.
Shortly we get the double swing from B-Dog and Dazzles. The footsteps are heard back sight. Up for Ethan and jcstani to try and make a move in the close angle. Doesn't quite go their way, but jcstani sprays 2 down on the default angle. Mata has since made his way out to it. So we get the timeout. Last round of the half, and we're fully bought up across the board. The knives are online, but bdog down to his last. We'll get the reset on Asuna, who gives just a bit too much. You give him an inch, he'll take a mile. bdog does just that. Now we finally get that null command online for Mata. And the B site, well, it's open for business, and LG are looking to purchase everything. As one scooped up from Ethan through the toxic screen, the spike gets planted. There was a lot of chaos, but now 100 Thieves. They have to try and reel it in and get their way onto this side. Dazzle looking to deny, and he does just that. As Bang will fall, he goes back for another, but the timing escapes him. Eco swings one back in favor of 100 Thieves. Hiko, the last one standing. Moose will close at a surprise. Meanwhile, here in the pistol round, LG is gonna go just as 100 Thieves did. Quick into halls, but it's answered immediately. A beautiful flash on the other side. Look at the toxic screen. It worked against LG. 100 Thieves were able to play through that beautifully. They punished for 3 kills, and they're completely unfazed for now, as Tig will find 1. It's all up to Moose. A 1v4 in the pistol round. Sure, you're just a couple of headshots away from winning it, but this is a very tall ask. 100 Thieves off to a great start here in the second half.
Moose, he's found some clutches before, but this one fills out of the realm of possibility. Noise made on the drop down. Swing will come. 3 players will put him down, and it's Asuna to deliver the final bullet. 3K for the man.
Yeah, every round counts. You need all the momentum that you can get, and especially for 100 Thieves. This is my 3rd time talking about the round differential, but it matters so much when it comes down to the tiebreakers. And speaking of ties, that's where we find ourselves. 4 players still alive on each side, so we're tied in manpower, but Moose, okay, swings the numbers back in favor of LG. And he's trying to find a 7th here, wants to close the gap in way of rounds. Bang will get that spike planted. And at this point in the game, we know the attack can be so strong. Here in the post plant, it's a 2v4. Well, a 1v4 for only Hiko.
A pendulum for Moose. He never stops. He'll continue to swing back and forth and hold the right angle of 4K for the man, Luminosity.
One man or one Titan here in bdog. He's been good for multi-kills previously. Eats a shock dart, and, well, he doesn't find anything this time around. It's Asuna to silence the Jet, and it's Dazzle to find the kill on to Bang. The ult is still pulsing, sure. The bodies, they've dropped both sides. We go 2 for 2. As 3 still stand. Not really in a resible position either. Moose now looking to play around the cage. The spike is planted. The defense need to make their way on in, and Dazzle eventually awarded with that kill. Nice angle from jcstani as Tig will pick one up. That one out from A main. Tig picks up 2. jcstani now, the last one standing. They completely flip the map, and the Viper's pit goes down. Oh no, Tig wants to push aggressively off of it. He's holding the angle. jcstani's good for it. 3 kills on the round. I'm going to call it the 1v1.
It would be perfect here. It shut down not only the Viper util, but the Cypher set up the tier as well. Has he grabbed it? Got to come, but the knife will do enough. No Viper util in this hit. Tig in trouble, but actually isolates the first. It's a separation. Asuna again is too far ahead, and Tig is farming for 3. Spike is on the floor, and the writing is on the wall. Tig has found a quadruple kill. Moose just there to finish the job.
No question as to whether or not they're up inside the halls. Rendezvous. Get jcstani away, and Asuna picks up the first with the blades. The reset's there. He backs away out towards mid, expecting a rotation. Not going to find anything. It's Moose still holding it down over towards the B site. Full trust in the Cypher. And the 3 players for LG out towards the A site to lock it down without his help. And the shock darts, not quite for the right plant spot. That one, however, gets heaps of damage onto jcstani. Look at the HP. It's so low. He pulls out the rendezvous with a tour de force, excuse me, and bdog sits it down immediately. It's a player advantage. It's Moose to rotate. And LG looking to secure the round, but they have to get that spike planted. Blades for blades. Cloud burst out. Spike is ticking. Tig out towards mid. Gonna back away. The footsteps are heard. Asuna not quite gonna land the shots. No, Tig is there to answer. And now the players inside main have to try and hold it down, and they can't. They flounder in 100 Thieves, and LG have tied us up.
What a clock.
Puts a smile on your face with an early frag on a jcstani. The Guardian shots They don't land, and Mata's able to back away and find the kill onto Bang. Fortunately, 100 Thieves, they've started to stabilize. They've got themselves a player lead now. It's a couple of Guardians to try and find something extra, and Hiko can't do it with his. Moose now working his way out towards the A site from mid. Rifles in hand for Asuna and Ethan. A 2v2 in a crucial round. The spike is planted, and Moose and Tig are here.
Ethan's alone on this site. A re-clear for Asuna. He's aware that there's unlikely to be a flank, but Ethan, it's on his timing. Dart to work with.
Shock dart sent. Recon bolt, like I said, still available. We'll send that one as well, but a nice cyber cage. Going to keep Moose safe from that position. Not yet revealed as Asuna plays around the bricks, and he's got to right his wrongs. Nice shock dart. Nice shots from Asuna as he finds 3 now. Moose looking to clutch it out here in the 1v1. He swings the angle. He's got low bullet. The door, B-Dog still holding this angle. Surely somebody is ready for the op to be here. Flash towards the opposite side. Asuna is stomping his way on the site. Mata's here as well. Asuna will fall. The op still stands, but only for a moment as jcstani teleports away. It's a 1-for-1, and the spike is being planted. Look at the post plant. 2 players out inside a main, and Bang is shooting through the boxes and finding heads as he cuts down 2. It's 100 Thieves trying to get us to overtime, but Tig and Moose are still alive. Here in the retake, they've done it before. Can they do it again?
Molly's forward. You need to isolate the duel onto the player close on the site quickly, and he's given an opportunity. Flash doesn't work out, but Stani fast on the trade, so it's Moose alone, and this time the clutch is denied. Bang stands up. He shuts down. Or to use the rendezvous, and look at Moose. He's in there. He's on his flank. He's found the timing, and he's taken Austin another chance, and he can't get it this time. Ethan trades, so man advantage maintained. 100 Thieves look to play the retake. The B-Dog looks to fight. He's in position to duel out towards spawn. He has no tailwind, though. This is a huge risk in taking this fight.
He's about to be met by Ethan. Eco in tow. No, the footstep turn to re-equip, and B-Dog will find the first. Needs to find the next with 30 HP. He looks to walk away. It's a fragment to clear out backside. It's vulnerability. Namali not quite going to finish the jet here as Hiko has since made his way onto the side. A recon bolt to try and reveal for information, and B-Dog does it again. Now Hiko has to clutch it up here in the first round of overtime. He finds the first. Can he find the next? It's low HP on B-Dog, but the time is ticking. The spike has to go halfway. The swing is there, and B-Dog gets it done for LG to win the first in OT. Double OT on the horizon for 100 Thieves. Should they be able to push us there? LG wanting to close this one out and better secure their position up towards playoffs. Oh, Mata can find that kill across the A site. Go will fall. The wall comes down, and LG are just running down 100 Thieves as Bang will battle back for 1, but needs to start fishing for more. And B-Dog's got the long angle with the operator out towards spawn. It's all up to jcstani. The weight on his shoulders here. In a 1v4, the first angle, it's cleared, but he's taken down, and it's LG to do it in overtime and keep 100 Thieves winless.